So when it comes to being a better artist, there's no substitute for good honest practice to improve your drawing skills. But there are some drawing tools that make my life a little bit easier and make my drawings look just a little bit better. In this video, I'm going to share a few of the extra tools that you might want to invest in to give you a few more options with your drawing. If you're learning how to draw, you might like to check out this video first. It covers the basic materials, the only materials you actually need to start drawing, and I'll put a link to that in the description below as well. Mechanical pencils. Mechanical pencils are a great addition to your toolbox. They're really useful if you're working away from your desk because you don't have to sharpen them. I like this one because it has the dispenser down where your thumb naturally rests. Mechanical pencils allow you to get very fine lines, which can be useful for drawing hair or fur, or even feathers. You can get mechanical pencils for different size leads from 0.35 to 0.5 or even up to 2 millimeters. 0.5 is a good one to start with. As well as the size, you can choose the grade of the leads that you buy, just like the grades for regular pencils. This mechanical eraser by Tombow is one of my favorite extra tools. It's called a Mono Zero eraser, and it has a really fine tip which you can use to tidy up the edges of your drawings. You can use it to sharpen up highlights, or even add fine white lines. It's really useful for when this putty eraser is just a little bit too big and clumsy, and you want much more control of how much you erase. The third tool I'd recommend that you buy on top of your basics is a Fineliner pen, or maybe even a set of Fineliner pens. And these come in different nib sizes. The finest one I have is this one by Copic. It's a 0.05 millimeter. So that is 1/20th of a millimeter if I've got my maths right. And it is super fine. This one here by Sakura is 0.4 millimeter. And this one here by Unipin is 0.7 millimeter. The Copics and the Sakuras are really nice to work with. They're very delicate, but I found that the best quality for money when you're starting out with fineliners are these Unipin pens. I've used these with students in my art class and they really stand up to a lot of use. The nibs don't fray as easily as some of the other brands, and the ink flows really nicely. With fineliners, you can take your work into a more illustrative style, or you can use them to practice techniques such as working with cross-hatching and stippling, or working with high black and white contrast. So there you go, that's a quick rundown of the extra drawing tools I'd recommend adding to your drawing basics. With these basic materials you can do a lot, but with these you can really expand the range of marks you can make and the techniques that you can use in your drawing.